I bow down in the lotus feet of Vitarag Bhagavan Mahavir. Sravak Shravikas, after a long time, nearly a Chaturmas, we two Samnijis are again in London. After 2 years, I got Acharya Shri's darshan and I spent 1 month in presence of Gurudev, and that month still a part of my memory and still a constant source of energy. I'm lucky enough, as a part of my PhD publication, I visited many acharyas, and during this trip I can say the holistic Jainism, I got opportunity to present a paper in the International Prakrit Conference and got an opportunity and blessings of many Digambar Acharyas, Sadhus and Aryakas. Then I got opportunity to interview Chandra Prabhasagarji, Svetambar Murti Pujak Sangh in Bangalore, and it is again an opportunity to meet a different stream of Jainism. Then I got opportunity to having darshan and interview of Sadhu Margi Sthanakvasi Acharya Ramalalji. And then I visited Acharya Shiv Muni Sthanakvasi Acharya, because I have taken one chapter of the modern meditation which is developed in 20th and 21st century. And during this journey, on the way, I visited many Seva Kendra, many monks and nuns. So altogether, I can say nearly 700 monks and nuns and Acharyas darshan during this journey. From covering from Bengal, Andhra, South India, then Gujarat, then Maharashtra, Mumbai, also visiting Gurudev Chitrabhanuji also. He was not well to speak, but on behalf of him, Pramoda Ben spoke. So I interviewed, and then I moved to Rajasthan, Jain Vishwa Bharati Ladnu, then Old Seva Kendra, Old Monks Nuns Nunnery, and then our 2 more Seva Kendra in Gangasar and in Dungargarh. And then I again presented a paper in Peace Research and Non-Violent Action, so scienticization of Preksha meditation. So it was again a big huge conference at the Pink City, Jaipur. And then I visited Udaipur because Acharya Shiv Muni was inside of Udaipur. So visited many small places and cities and town, and having darshan and blessings. And finally I spent 2 weeks at the birthplace of Acharya Mahapragyaji, Tamkor, then Delhi, and finally we got Gurudev's darshan back at Bhuvaneshwar, Udaygiri, Khandagiri, Dhavalgiri, and many Jain caves. So again in Orissa. And finally the Maryada Mahotsava, a festival of rules and regulation at Cuttack. That is the big city and an international cricket stadium. So we all are in the cricket stadium, accommodated. Never, you know, I don't understand cricket much, but we were in the international stadium. So all monks, nuns, nearly Samnijis, Mumukshu sisters, nearly 200, more than 200. So it was a big journey, and I recollect that Raji Bhai and Jeet and Hasubai and many other, they joined us, Nita Ben in Kolkata. So they spent a little time and we spent a bit more. But you know, the presence of Gurudev is always, we feel, to stay more and more. So finally, with the blessings of Gurudev and lots of light, sunlight, we came in London. And because I never traveled so much within 3 months or 4 months, but it was all worthwhile, all useful. I energized myself, recharged my battery, and again I'm here to work for myself, for my Atma, for my the biggest Jain community. I think London is the biggest Jain community, one of the biggest, and then so many other work as well. So in my topic, I was thinking that what I should speak, the glimpse of Maryada Mahotsava. What is Maryada? Maryada is a discipline, a control, a boundary, but nobody wants to stay in boundary. Everybody think beyond the boundary, and everybody want to take more freedom. But is it possible? Without discipline, is there any freedom? We were in the presence of Gurudev, and Gurudev given us an example, living example, that someone has a kite and flying on the sky, but the door in his hand, in the personal hand. And after some time, if the whole door, whole the thread is over, and it is, by chance it is cut, and you know, sometime playing the kites, so the door is cut. And after that cut, nobody know what is the destination of that kite. Sometime it reaches in the good hands, sometime it lost, sometime it is destroyed, torn. Nobody knows the destiny of that kite. Similarly, today you all are connected with the Sangha, and if you are not connected, there are so many turmoil outside the world, so many things which are tempting you, temptations outside. So maybe you lost your path, real path. So the boundary and control is very important. Maryada Mahotsava. We revise our rules and regulation. We recite our rules and regulation. Though every day we never put a drop of water without reciting those rules. It is a part of our monastic rules and regulation. But in Maryada Mahotsava, collectively, the Acharya, Sadhu, Sadhvi, Sravak and Sravika, we have a rules and regulation of the Sravak and Sravika as well, and Sadhu and Sadhvi. So Sadhu and Sadhvi make a big line, huge line around the Sravak Sangha, because Sadhu Sangh is always depend on the Sravak. So the boundary line around the Sravakas. I remember a small story. The king announced, today I'm making an announcement that tomorrow the gate of palace will open early in the morning, and all the citizens are free to take whatever they like. Whatever you touch, you will get that thing. People were ready, someone not even slept, someone were in the line, and as soon as 4 o'clock, the gate was open, and someone reached in the personal chamber of king. Someone touched the biggest chair, some sofas, some nice beds, some crockery, some jewelry, crown, this, that, and gorgeous dresses, and some big elephants and horses, so many things. So whatever they have in their mind, they touched that and they got. A small boy, he was moving here and there and looking what to touch, what to touch. And finally, he reached to the king and touched the king. What happened? What he got?
Everything.
He got everything. The whole empire, because the king was owner of the whole empire. Similarly, through the discipline, monastic discipline, if we touch our soul, our Atma, that is Paramatma. Our Atma has capacity to be a Arhat, to be a Siddha, to be a Acharya, to be a Upadhyay, and to be a Sadhu. So if you touch your soul, if you touch yourself, you can reach to your destination. So the material goods are important, but not so much important as our soul, because they have no limit. The economist always ask, enhance the capacity, enhance the desires, enhance the market, enhance the things. So previously when we were child, we have only one type of coat, sweater, few dresses. Now wardrobes are full, but nobody is happy. In every party, in every marriage, in every day, they are not satisfied. What shall I wear? What shall I wear? What shall I do? Even a small child, they are not happy. They are not happy with their own dresses. If we remember, we used to have 3, 4. 2 are the only everyday use and 2 are good. But nowadays 40, 50 and sometimes more than that, but not happiness. So through the Maryada Mahotsava, we try to touch ourselves. Guru is a symbol of discipline, but Guru is not every day with us. There is again a small story. Guru was teaching a student. After 12 years, he says, now your education is over. Now you go in the world. Then he said, no, Gurudev. World is dark, gloomy, and if I lost? Then Guru said, I have given you lots of light of knowledge. Then he said, no, Gurudev, please walk with me. He held the hands. So Gurudev walked to the street, and then he says, no, Gurudev, still I am fearful. Then Guru said, lit your own light. Appadipo bhav. The verse of Buddha. Appadipo bhav. Make your lantern, make your small lamp on, and then you walk. Then he again said, Gurudev, the lamp's light is so small and the path is so big. Then he said, keep your lamp within you, and when you move, the lamp move with you, and the path is always enlightened. Now he said, yes, Gurudev, now I got. Similarly, in Maryada Mahotsava, from north, from south, from east and west, Sravak and Sravika, Sadhu and Sadhvis, Saman and Samnis, all we gathered there. But Guru is not always with us. Gurudev said, you have your own lamp, and it is a time to refill your lamp with your oil, recharge your battery. But after all, you have to make your own way. So take the lamp of Maryada, take the lamp of discipline with you. In Maryada Mahotsava, it is a 3 days celebration. The first day is dedicated to Seva. And we are lucky enough to be a part of Terapanth sect. Our life insurance is cleared. We have our life insurance. During the disability, during the ill health, during the old days, we are totally sure that monks, nuns, sadhus, sadhvis, samanis will take care of each other. So on the priority, Acharya Mahashamanji and all our Acharya announced first day Seva Kendra, and all monks and nuns stand together and they request Gurudev, please appoint us for Seva. We have 5 Seva Kendras. Yeah. So 5 Seva Kendras, and monks and nuns, those who are disabled, old, they stay there. And every year a group of monks visit there and they do Seva for a year. And all types of disability. Sometimes they have some problem in their mental capacity. As soon as old age comes, Alzheimer or different disease. So, you know, even sadhu sadhvis are human beings, though they have very less percentage, but it happens. And you know, the old days again coming the back childhood. So at that time, those who are in the Seva, they take care of their rules and regulation, their swadhyay, their meditation, their yoga, their medication, and their food, their washing and their cleaning, everything by those who are appointed on the Seva. So 1 year they spend their whole time, like Seva is their meditation and Seva is their worship. So all the members of our Dharma Sangh are totally happy that whatever condition comes, we are not given up and on the road, on the middle. So very good arrangement of Seva. Then second day is dedicated for Sravak and Sravikas. Those Sravak and Sravika served the Sangha very well. So they are again given some title: Shraddhanisht Sravak, Sevanisht Sravak, Kalyan Mitra Sravak. So different type of Sambodhan, yani kind of titles. So it is a way of motivation. You know, motivation is an important factor in the life. Someone criticize and condemn, they get nothing. But someone have pramod bhavana, means motivating and praising, encouraging, and that is also a big symbol of Seva. So second day is dedicated to Sravak and Sravika Seva. And third day again dedicated for Chaturmas Vyavastha of the next year. Who will do their Chaturmas in which city? Because you know, we all human beings. So sometime I like to stay in London. Is it in my hand? When I left London, people ask, when you come? I say, I don't know. I don't know. I have to consult the Sangha or Acharya. So Acharya announced Chaturmas, and during that time it is our discipline that nobody asks that I don't want to go in small village or small town or big city. It is up to Acharya. But Acharya have always given some relaxation, and that relaxation is if some member request before the announcement, Gurudev, south is not suitable to my health. or anything is not suitable to health, then they request Gurudev. Otherwise, they are not allowed to request. But the family member, if someone's mother and father is very old, or grandparents are very old, they are not mobile, then the family member request, if you send this sadhvi or this samni, if they can do chaturmas in our place, so that will be very good for the senior citizen of the family member. But they can't request, we have a marriage, we have a party, we have a marriage anniversary, so please send my son and daughter on this occasion. No, not allowed. And Sravak Sangh is not allowed to request by the name. Okay, send Samani Pratibha Pragya, send Samani Unnat Pragya, not like this. Because it is a discipline of the Sant. So Acharya think, okay, it is a big city and where I can send which sadhu and which sadhvi or which samni, it's totally depend on the Acharya. So during the month of December and January, these are the busiest month for Acharya to settle in his notebook everything that he have to announce. And we are lucky enough, we have 500 centers throughout India where sadhu, sadhvi and samnis can do their chaturmas. And under the Acharya Shri's guidance, we have a team of 1,000 upasakas, 1,000 upasaka and upasikas. So these upasaka and upasikas are well trained about the Jaina Dharma, Pratikraman, Paryushan lecture and other activities, and these upasakas have to pass their exam, and Acharya trained them. So every year they have training. So a team of 1,000 upasaka and upasikas were there in presence of Gurudev, and they also dedicated themselves like Atmarpit Sadhak, that we are like in the custody of Acharya, and Acharya can use our talent wherever he want. So it was a huge festival. So Acharya Shri announced almost all the states of India chaturmas of sadhu, sadhvi and samnijis. And then finally Acharya Shri blessed all of us. So I am like our group was the first group to say goodbye to all of them. First of all, that we are going soon. So still we feel the presence of so many sadhu sadhvis, their vibration. And here I feel we need dedication, because world is too much with us. Late and soon, getting and spending, we lay waste our power in sordid booths. So we should not waste our power. The human life is the life of highest capacity. Through human life, we can do which is not done by other species. And the people of London, I think, lucky enough that round the year, this time we left for 4 months, and I'm happy that during these 4 months, the flag was flown by Hina Ben, by Dinesh Bhai, by Rajiv Bhai, and Hasubai is always keeping this movement moving. So after this journey, we are here, and Maryada Mahotsava is based on a Samvidhan, and which is compiled or written by Acharya Bhikshu 3 centuries ago. The first rule is the one acharya in whole congregation. Second rule is nobody is going to be a candidate, standing as a candidate to be a acharya. Like many parties stand their candidates for MP, MLAs, but in the Therapanth sect, Acharya Bhiksu said, you improve yourself to be an Acharya. The capacity of Acharya. I want each and every sadhu have to have the capacity of Acharya. But don't be a candidate to be an Acharya. So, there is no election. No election. Third thing, the Chaturmas or any retreat is always with the permission of Acharya. If someone is ill, they can request, Gurudev, I'm not mobile, so I want to do Chaturmas here. Guru will help you. But you are not allowed to do whatever your mind says. Try to get permission from the Acharya. And the fifth rule is, nobody is allowed to make their own disciples. All the disciples are connected to Acharya. I spent more than 12 years in London, but I have no disciples. Whoever dedicate, they dedicate to Gurudev. So, these 5 rules are written by Acharya Bhikshu. And then, the Maryada Mahotsava was not started by Acharya Bhikshu. Second Acharya, third Acharya, the fourth Acharya, Jayacharya, he made this festival and he announced that every year, if monks and nuns, they get suitable time and they spend some time in Gurukul Vas, that will enhance their capacity, enhance their discipline, enhance their sadhana. So it is not like a mela. Sometimes we have big fun festa. So this festival, we spend each and every minute. So early in the morning, we have a lesson from Sadhvi Pramukha, head nun. So she always give us translation of sutras like Dasvekalik, Agamik sutras, Uttradhyan, and then she asks something which is memorized. Okay, Samani Pratibha Pragya, what is the second chapter of Dasvekalik Sutra? And you are in the midst of 100 monks and nuns, and if you don't know or forgotten, oh, you are living in London and you forget everything wiped out from your memory. So, we all are red alert about our knowledge. So, the morning session is meditation, then swadhyay, then question answer. So, it is open both way. If we get some question here and we don't know the answer, we can ask them. Then second thing, we go to Guru Darshan after Pratikraman and Palehana. We go to Guru Darshan, and again in Guru Darshan, Guruji asks some question to us, or he discuss something, and then we go for arm round and breakfast. So sometime, you know, if we met our community or some Nijis after a long time, after completion of my PhD, so this holiday is always party for me. All groups invited me. They invited for breakfast or sometime lunch or sometime other time, and then they expressed their feeling of gratitude, what you did there, and then they gifted me something which is useful for my daily life. Some uttariya or some mukhvastar or something which is useful. And suppose 100 nuns given me gift, And if I have plenty on my list, then I'm not allowed to. Okay, first I accept, then I think I have plenty of it. I'm not allowed to take more than the limit. So, and then daily pravachan. So the pravachan is always designed on the discipline of mind, discipline of body, discipline of group, discipline of sangha. So in this way we get a good nourishment about discipline. And then afternoon again a meeting with Acharya. So sometimes monks meeting, sometimes sadhus meeting, sadhvis meeting, Samanis meeting. And again night time, again goshti. So we have to read our rules and regulation in presence of Sadhvi Varya. She is the spiritual head of Samanis. So in this way, we were totally busy. And again, when Acharya comes to special place, the Samanis from Odisha, there are 4 or 5 Samanis from Odisha, they also did bhakti. Bhakti means they provide all facilities to us, because we sleep in the cardboard. So they collect cardboard from village and city, from shops. So cardboard is available to us. Otherwise we have to go and collect. Similarly, what is useful for us, so they provide everything, the Samanis from Odisha, because Cuttack and Bhubaneswar in Odisha state. So it was really a learning and caring and sharing, and we have to extend ourselves. Sometime in this small room, 20 people are sleeping. In this small room, 20 people are sleeping, one by one. So not making, okay, I'm from UK or you are from US or from there and there. Okay, we are the same, like water and the river met to the ocean. So it was that type of feeling, and it's a huge community and community feeling. So mele mein akela, but our Acharya always asked us, don't forget you are in a big mela, you are alone, and that thing means I am Atma, so try to keep yourself, you are an Atma. So the focus on Atma, because Bhagavan Mahavir has presented 2 modes of sadhana. Jin Kalpi. Jin Kalpi means stay alone, live alone. Whatever happened, you are alone. But in today's circumstances, Jin Kalp is not possible. Jin Kalpik sadhu liye kashta udiro re to kim do hilo. Jin Kalpik sadhu, they keep themselves open. Whatever happened, even death comes, even pain comes, disease comes, or some animal attacks, anything happen, but they don't cry, they don't change their way. If lion is coming on the path, they are not allowed to move. If lion coming on my path, like maybe I cry or I move, I fly, but they don't. So that is Jin Kalp. Bhagavan Mahavir went, and then people said, don't go on this path. Chanda Kosik is on this area, in this area. But Bhagavan Mahavir never turned back. So that is Jin Kalpa. And now we are following the second mode, that is known as Sthavir Kalpa. So in Sthavir Kalpa, living together, understanding each other, mutual understanding, helping each other. If someone has disease, helping them, taking care. So that is Sanghabadha Sadhana. So, like in Sanghabadha Sadhana, those who are novice, we try to teach them. We try to help them. Those who are old, we try to do seva. And those who are disabled, are not able to do something, someone has eye problem, we try to stitch their clothes. Someone has eye problem, we try to write their diaries. And the biggest thing, every year we have to present our whole year's report to Acharya. How much medication we took, how much clothes we took, how much places we visited, how much santhara we did, means santhara of the Shravak Samaj, and how much other programs with interfaith programs, with other acharyas. So in this way, we have so many rules and regulation, and also every year we have prayaschit of 30 upvas. So if somebody is not able to do upvas, there is facility to do ekashan. Not able to do ekashan, they can do ayambil. If not able to do ayambil, then they can do prahar. If not able to do prahar, then they can do meditation, certain hours. And not able to do meditation, then swadhyay. So there is prayaschit. Suppose I have some tooth problem and I went to doctor. I tried to get a lady doctor, but in emergency I couldn't get. And in that situation, if I get a spouse of male doctor, then we have prayaschit. So certain types of prayaschit. So we have to approach Acharya. We write everything in diary, and Acharya spent so much time, and very, very carefully he monitor, he see these diaries of thousands and thousands monks and nuns, hundreds of monks and nuns, and then he marked with red pen, and he like, okay, you missed this, your tapasya is not fulfilled, your prayaschit is not recovered, or you forget this, like this. So it is a special capacity of Acharya. Sometimes we feel how he do this, but sometimes it is not possible for a single man to do, but he do himself. He see our whole year's diary.
Were there any changes because every year they are, depending on the circumstances, he initiates some changes in the Sangh?
Yes,
so
yes.
Are there any changes he suggested?
Yeah, I like some changes in rules and regulation, then he documented that, and we have our written rules. But sometime on the Sangha level, he announced something that is documented. So different rules for Shravak, Shravika, Sadhu, Sadhvi. Like 2 years back, he announced that all Samnis can use their laptop or computers. So previously, those who are going to foreign countries, they used to use, but not all Samnis. But now all Samnis can use. So this type of thing and other changes, if we announce, then announce that. So this was Maryada, the crux of Maryada Mahotsava, and we lucky enough that we got such a disciplined Sangha, where all the discipline in one hand, though they have divided by Acharya, then Sadhvi Pramukha, and Yuvacharya, Mukhyamani, Sadhvi Varya, and our Niyojika. But all this.
Yeah, career, this was the real festival of lights, I could call it. Light meaning Atma.
Yes.
And you finished your PhD, now you are relaxed. You go in a completely relaxed mind. You
Yes.
don't have to pick up this information, this knowledge to bring it back to your PhD.
Yes,
It's
yes.
all done. So you are completely relaxed, you have the new vision now. You're starting on the new step of development. And fortunately, you started with these 4 months of totally immersed in spirituality.
Yeah.
Literally, from the description you made, meeting all the acharyas and all the senior Jain luminaries. This is an excellent development within you, because I believe that when you are in closeness with a highly spiritualized person, highly enlightened person, then you receive the waves from him, and something that comes into you automatically. You don't have to make effort to do it. This happens. And having met so many acharyas, so many things, so many different Jain sanghas, and that was now. What is your view? One thing, centralized view of your view on Jain Dharma. That have you seen this? What you call it, multiplicity and diversity into one unity of Jainism. Have you been able to feel that Jain is just a one united religion, despite all the varieties and disparities it has got within itself?
Yeah, like
I would like when we were there in Kolkata, Acharya Sri did announce about this.
yeah, like 30 years back, I initiated as a Jain Samani, and every year I did so much yatra in India and abroad, but slowly, during these 30 years, I have seen there is a big change in the different acharyas' mind, and during my this whole journey with Sthanakvasi, Mandir Margi, Deravasi, Terapanthi, and many other aspects of Sthanakvasi, we felt that now there is more openness in the views, and most they are welcoming each other. Otherwise, sometimes they were not ready to talk. Sometimes male acharya is not allowed to talk to the nuns, and so many taboos and boundaries. But now the boundaries are opening, and more liberal outlook for each other. And you know, these small sects, they have their own agenda, and every sect of Jains, they try to keep and like connect themselves with Bhagavan Mahavir, and try to keep that, okay, we are keeping this tradition alive. So I think in diversity, the oneness of aparigraha and tyag, and the lifestyle not to eat at night, and walking barefoot, on foot journeys. So that is a way of Jainism. So they are keeping it alive. And wherever I met with the acharyas, so the sanghas are always surrounded in huge numbers by Sravak and Sravikas. But I felt more welcoming and more closeness, and the grace of all acharya, they kept me, welcomed me with open heart. Sometimes in India it is difficult to visit other acharyas, and sometimes they don't want to talk, don't want to answer your questions, but and thank God I got good supporting hand. Samani Punya Pragyaji was with me in all journey. Whole journey.
So your real partner.
You know, nobody is real partner.
But even then, I think there is a match between two of them.
There is some connection there.
Yeah, good connection, spiritual connection.
Yes.
And finally, the last day, we celebrated her 25 years of Samani Diksha. So Gurudev blessed her, and she spoke in the huge pandal. And it is a coincidence that history repeats when she was initiated, at that time Acharya Mahashramanji was comparing the program in Bidasar on the Diksha Mahotsava of Samani Punya Pragyaji, and she initiated. Normally we in Terapanth we don't do Diksha Mahotsav on Maryada Mahotsav because already used 30,000, 40,000 people. So Acharya has lot more work and 500-700 monks and nuns. But in the presence of Acharya Tulsi, Samani Punya Pragya and her brother Muni Himansu Kumarji, they both initiated. He became Muni and she became Samani, and it was again 25 years, and some other monk was doing conveying master of ceremony, and then Gurudev said it is time to make a line of rules and regulation. So the monk went down and Achishi was started comparing the program, and so again he said, okay, now it is time. Samani Punya Pragya has 25 years, so she can speak now. So she's spoken very well, she sing very well in the presence of, so maybe I'll send you in the YouTube small clip, but she presented very well.